Hey everybody, it's Chase with AV Pop Culture again, and today we finally have some physical media news, and we have some big physical media news announcements today from Scream Factory, Shout Studios, and Second Sight. Lots of stuff to go over, lots of chases, targets, lots of things to discuss. So pop that tape in, I got you, let's go do this. All right, so we finally got some of those announcements we were thinking about from Shout Studios. Dawn of the Disc leaked some of these like a month ago, and some things came out and some things didn't, and there's kind of a little aggravation maybe for some people out there for something that came out. I'm a little on the fence about it myself. But then Second Sight hit us with a few big announcements today, too. We're going to jump in here real quick, go over them. Friday afternoon, it's snowing here in Georgia, and I got to get this up before, who knows, might lose internet because it is icing out there right now. So let's jump right into it. And y'all, here is the big one. We're talking Night of the Creeps. Finally, now I actually spoke with Jason Lively on Instagram, messaged with him. I know him through a mutual friend who's in one of my movies, April. Actually, she's in a couple of my movies, really good friend. Spoke with him last month, chatted with him, talked about this coming. He was excited about this coming, and we finally have it here. Here is the edition with just the slipcover. I love that artwork on the slipcover. We're going to go over what's in this, and then we'll talk about some other stuff in just a second. So on the first disc, you're going to get the director's cut in 4K. So it's a new restoration from the original camera negative approved by writer-director Fred Decker and presented with Dolby Vision. So from the negative, everything you could possibly want, director in there. You're going to get the DTS master audio, and you are going to get a new commentary with actor Suzanne Snyder, filmmakers Jackson Stewart, and Francis Galuppi. Audio commentary with the writer-director Fred Decker, and an audio commentary with Tom Atkins, Jason Lively, Steve Marshall, and Jill Whitlow. So that is awesome. We're finally getting this movie. Disc 2, it comes with a Blu-ray. It has the 4K remaster. It has all the same stuff on there, but there's a third disc. It's a 3-disc set. There is a new feature, a new breed of terror, the films of Fred Decker, a career retrospective interview with the writer-director. Very cool. So you're going to get a big, really big retrospective on Fred Decker. And then you're going to get some old, I guess these are ported over, the original theatrical ending, interview with Jason Lively, all kinds of stuff, deleted scenes, all that good jazz. So it's a big 3-disc set. Here it is with the slipcover, and this is where we start to have some issues for some people. Let's see if I can get the, let's see. For other options, you got to click here. All right. There's only 2 other options. Now, normally, you know, we get the option where you get 2 slipcovers and 2 posters. This time, they do not have that option. This was something that upset me a little bit with Silent Night, Deadly Night, because the only options, there was no poster option. And I'm a poster guy, but the only option was the standard slip and then the standard slip with a book, no poster. Now we have, the only way you can get posters is to get the $79.99 set. This is the cheapest set you can get to get additional artwork and posters. And really what we're paying for here is the Tom Atkins NECA figure. So I happen to love both of these pieces of artwork, though. Both of these posters, both of these covers are just bangers. They are awesome. I love both of these. And the Tom Atkins is cool, but I don't really collect NECA figures. So I'm basically being forced to pay $40 for that NECA figure in order to get those posters and the additional slips. So that's just a little thing, because otherwise we know that sets like this are $39.99, $39.98. So that is a little bit of an issue for me because I love Tom Atkins. I don't necessarily need that NECA figure, but I really want those posters, and that's probably going to be the only way to get them because otherwise people are going to buy them, resell them, gouge you anyway. And then you can buy the NECA figure by itself for $50, which means they mark up the NECA figure if you want to buy it by itself, but they don't give you an option to get the posters by themselves. Now, the better one, and they know this, has 2 NECA figures with it, and I love Scream Factory, y'all. They have the most. I love Scream Factory, Shout Studios. I'm a big fan. I defend them a lot, but like, if I was going to get a NECA figure, I want this one with him with the shotgun and the trench coat. That's what I want. So if you want this one, to get both NECA figures, including the one with him, the iconic trench coat and all that kind of stuff, it's $120. So it's another $50 for the NECA figure. That's our only options. We don't have an option where we can just get a poster. But you can just buy a NECA figure. And as I'm looking at it right now, unbelievably, the $120 one is sold out. So I'm out of luck on that one if I want it. And that just got announced, and it's already gone. So, sorry, this is a little later in the afternoon. That one's already gone. Unreal, that is already gone. So, there you go. And I hate to say this, but a lot of them are being bought to be resold on eBay. But, yeah, that one is gone, too. And that sucks. That really does. But, there you go. And you can't, if you notice, you couldn't buy the trench coat version NECA by itself, only the other one. So they knew that one was going to be more popular. So that's the deal on Night of the Creeps. Jump on it. I really want that poster, but I don't need the NECA, and I would rather have the other NECA figure. So I don't know what I'm going to do there. I really want those posters. But let's jump back over here. I feel like the poster's being held hostage with an expensive NECA figure. And I can't even choose the NECA figure. All right, let's jump back over. Now, one thing he announced, Dawn of the Disc and other people leaked, was Bring It On. That still has not been announced officially. We did get Forbidden World, which is it's kind of along those same lines of Galaxy of Terror, Humanoids for the Deep, that kind of thing. It has a restoration from the original camera negative with Dolby Vision, so that is awesome. It's just like a 2-disc set, so it's going to have it on Blu-ray and additional. It looks like no new features. It looks like they're all coming over. And the director, but it does have the theatrical and director's cut in 4K. And it's like the director's cut's 5 minutes longer. So there is that one. That is one that I will definitely get at some point there. I mean, you've got Roger Corman. So they're doing some Roger Corman movies. And then you have a Shaw Brothers. I'm not going to go over it. I'm just not big into the Shaw Brothers. So, but if you got it, this one is new. I think they just announced this one. Comes out at the end of March. Shaw Brothers Volume 6. If that floats your boat. What we did get on Shout, we didn't get Bring It On officially, which I was actually looking forward to. We got Tommy, which is a weird musical rock opera. I haven't seen it in a long time. I think about Pinball Wizard. But it has also has a 4K transfer from the 35 millimeter original picture negative and the 35 millimeter color interpositive presented in Dolby Vision. So they had to go do some work on this. It's a 2-disc set. The second disc just has Blu-ray. There are no other features right now, and it does let you know that the slipcover is with the first pressing only. 50th anniversary of that. So that's the other. It's $29.99. That is the announcements that we got from Scream Factory. I don't know how I feel about the Night of the Creeps. I really want those posters, but it really stinks. And I'm bummed that we didn't get Bring It On announced. But let's jump over here to check out some stuff from Second Sight. Second Sight has been making some hot announcements lately. One is pretty interesting because I had just talking to my buddy Brian over at the Last Movie Standing like a week or two ago about a movie that I liked. I like The Nice Guys, and I feel like it's pretty good and a little underrated. They announced that it is in the works from Second Sight. A limited edition and standard is in the works. I actually like Shane Black that wrote this. I actually like this movie. I find it a little bit underrated. You can see my comment on here, maybe depending on how I'm cropping this. I tagged Brian at the Last Movie as I do. I was just telling you about this movie that I like it. So it's coming out and actually getting a domestic Warner Brothers release too. But they also announced Scanners in 4K with David Cronenberg. Now, I'm a Cronenberg guy. I like Scanners. I like Videodrome better and The Fly better than some of his other stuff. But this one's coming out March the 31st. I just got the Criterion Blu-ray of Scanners from Awesome Channel member Lance Thigpen. He just sent it to me as a gift for Christmas. So you're welcome on the Blu-ray curse, because here it comes in 4K. That's a big one. That's an awesome set. Scanners in 4K. You gotta love it. It's going to be featured in a new Dolby Vision grade, 120-page book. We don't have all the other details yet, but that's pretty awesome. And then they're staying with that a little bit. We are getting The Brood, a 4K set of The Brood. Also it being presented in Dolby Vision. It's going to have a standard edition as well. Is this this is a Cronenberg as well, right? This is Brandon Cronenberg, I think. I haven't seen this one, but I'm very interested. The set looks cool. And I have not seen this one yet, but we got these big announcements. So you got some Cronenberg stuff coming from Second Sight. And then they teased a future big limited edition release box set of The Nice Guys, which I actually like, Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling. I like it. There is actually a, Chase's Target out there among Second Sight that I don't have yet, and it is The Guest. It's out of print, so if anybody knows where I can find that, I haven't seen that movie. Everybody's telling me to get that movie. If I'm going to get it, I'd rather get it Second Sight. I'd rather have the limited edition. That's what I'm looking for, but you guys let me know. And I know nothing about The Sacrament. I know that's available too. On the fence about that one, but The Guest I would really like to get, so you guys let me know about that. But that is some of the big info that we've got, and literally everything I just mentioned, they're all Chase's Targets. Now, I'm behind with Scream Factory Targets. I have to have vampires. That's one of my favorite vampire movies of all time, and I'm a huge Carpenter guy. I have to have Ghost of Mars, same thing, got to have all the Carpenter. I really want Humanoids from the Deep. I really want Galaxy of Terror. Now I want to add Forbidden World. I like that one too. Some people like that one better than Galaxy of Terror. And of course, Night of the Creeps. And I guess I'll probably aim for the set with the posters. I'm a little down on that, how that's done. But I have so many Targets, y'all. They're piling up on me. And when you don't buy, that's what happens. The stuff builds up on you, and then you've got to try to buy it all at once. Or like, look, you can always say FOMO, and FOMO is not a great thing. Sometimes FOMO can save you from having to be burned later. And if you're going back and you want to collect the definitive limited edition sets, and you know it's a movie that you like, all right, that's a different story. You know it's a movie that you like. FOMO can save your ass, because I had to go back and backtrack and get old out-of-print Arrow and Vinegar Syndrome things that I really wanted, and that costs you more. So at some point I'm going to have to bite the bullet and get these Scream Factory Targets, because I still don't even have Shocker either. Things are piling up. Now I've got several Second Sight sets, and I have one now that's out of print, and that's a problem with FOMO. The Guest, I really want to get it. So There's some stuff out there, and it gets really hard just to keep up with it all. And there's another Target out here. This one's not expensive, not hard to get. I am a massive fan of MVD Rewind. That whole collection, that's the kind of movies I grew up watching with my dad, like on late night TBS on the weekends. Movies for guys who like movies, or renting with my brother, sneaking and renting in the old mom and pop VHS rental stores, like VCR, rental tapes. Anything that looked like it might have some boobs, some butt in it, some kind of something we weren't supposed to be watching. We definitely got that. That's where you get the Bikini Car Wash 1 and 2. I'm all in on the MVD Rewind collection. I just reviewed some of those for you guys. I'll try to review more of those, get more of those, and review more of those if you guys want. Let me know down there. I'm a fan of the MVD Rewind collection. Got to go back and start trying to pick up some of those. But this one's only like $18.99 pre-order. But you do got to wait. It doesn't come out till May. So it's a really long time. A really, really long time until that one comes out. I think that's about it. There was a couple of other announcements. One other thing that I wanted to cover with you guys, and I'm going to credit Jake at Steelbook Obsessed. He had an awesome interview with the guy who's like the senior vice president for Lionsgate. I'm a massive fan of Lionsgate Steelbooks and stuff. I just got Kickboxer. I watched Kickboxer last night. Holy crap. That is an awesome restoration, an awesome steelbook. Love it. The lenticular, bad to the bone. But you guys know I've talked about they're doing their Lionsgate Limited, and I said I felt like they were going for something like a Criterion Collection, very boutique. They even have the double L with the Lionsgate Limited like Criterion Collection, and I said I feel like that's what they're going for, and I dig it because it's like Criterion Collection but different movies. And he kind of confirmed on there that these limited editions, not to stoke your FOMO, but it certainly stoked mine, these limited editions are going to be very limited in number. So he said some might go as low as only 4,000 total, and that's it. So that is very different than Criterion. We all know you can wait forever on Criterion, wait on a sale, because they're gonna be there forever. They're gonna keep printing them. As long as they got a license, they're gonna keep printing them. Well, like he said on the interview, you have to do like steelbooks so far out. And he said some of these may not be steelbooks. I noticed that they announced The Third Man. I'm wondering if that's going to be coming with this collection. But these are very limited. They're not going to be there indefinitely. I know the price is a little high. Y'all, I don't have any of these Tarantino movies. I have none of them. And I do not have Apocalypse Now. I don't have The Conversation either. But I definitely can't afford to pop off $80 for that set. Because just these others would be 40, 80, 120, 160, $200. $200 to get those 5 movies. So that's rough. That's rough because I just told you all the other stuff I'm missing, but these are that limited. And then you go over there and you jump and like, look, the Screen Factory set, the one set already is sold out of Night of the Creeps, and it just hit. So FOMO can suck. It really can, but it can drive you to not have, non-buyer's remorse later too, where you missed out on something you really wanted and you kept putting it off, or you now got to overpay for it, because nothing sucks worse than paying 3 times or 2 times the price because it's just something that you love and you want to have with your collection. But that is kind of the stuff that I wanted to go over. All of these are Chase's targets. Everything on the Lionsgate Limited collection, MVD Rewind, diving headfirst into those. I love those. I got to start getting more of those and talking about them here on the channel. I never hear anybody talk about MVD Rewind stuff, hardly. Outside of 1982, the best geek year ever, which I still have a video coming on, nobody ever talks about them. I love them. So I'm gonna be jumping into those. No, they don't give me anything. But I'm going to be jumping into those. Those are targets. And of course, all those things I mentioned from Screen Factory, Shout Studios, and Second Sight, man, there's so much. If you get behind and they're all things you want, if you can afford them, don't put yourself in trouble buying them. But you can get yourself in more trouble by, if you have the money and you're just like, I'll wait, I'll get it later. Sometimes you can't. And you gotta remember that too. But that's what I got for you today. Finally, a little physical media news jumping off. I'm sure it's going to pick up here soon. I got some other cool videos coming. I had another video planned for today, but YouTube's got to check it out because I'm sure the AI picked up something that I said that it didn't like, because it's one of those more controversial lists, but who knows? There's nothing bad in it, but we'll see. And I got another one coming on Sunday. So lots of stuff coming up. We do lists, rankings, physical media news, 4K reviews, all that stuff here. If you want to support that, like, subscribe, consider becoming a channel member right below at my Patreon link or right here on YouTube. Make sure you check out all the links. I'll try to link everything. I've got a new Amazon. For some reason, Amazon thought it would be cool to make me have a storefront so that I can put all these links for you guys there, and it's like a one-stop shop. Anything you get there helps the channel. But remember, you can't always get these limited edition sets from them, so I will let you know when that's the case, and they have different release dates sometimes. But hey, I appreciate everybody being here. Enjoy it. I'm going to go play in the snow, and until next time, be kind, rewind like always. This is Chase with AV Pop Culture, and I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye. I know.